Hello everyone, you're watching Cricket Calling. I'm your host, Indradil Basu. Today we have Punjab versus Chennai. My God, actually it's pronounced like Punjab. Punjab, okay. Punjab versus. I mean, I was expecting Shashank to be there in the Indian team in place of Rinku. I knew they would have problems with Rinku, but I didn't know they would take a Shivam Dubey or something like that. But Shashank has really impressed. The way he's batting, the way he's been around. I know it's flat wickets, Indian wickets, easy. You're not playing international bowlers, but there are a few who are really good. And Shashank has been such a dominant force. And the consistency at which he did all those knocks he played, he was just superb. Really. And we want to discuss Shashank and the team selection also as part of our curriculum. Every day we do it on cricket calling. We are joined by Mr. Abhijit Sarkar, and Mr. Chandresh Narayanan, one of the finest journalists of my generation. You can say the best reporter Times of India had. I can easily vouch for it. Chandresh, if you are visible anywhere, I can see you.
I'm right here.
So Abhijit sir, I want to start with you. Uh, Yesterday, hi Chandresh. Yes, finally he's appeared. Oh, good to see you, man.
Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Abhijit sir, uh, Shashank. I mean, I was a little over ambitious. I was stretching it too far. Shashank Singh, after one IPL, put him in the Indian team. I was thinking, let's put him because there'll be some element of uncertainty for the opposition when you have a Shashank Singh like kind of a batsman. He's got a long leg, lovely reach, lovely swing of the bat, and he's not intimidated. Who's bowling from the other end, and that's. I mean, he showed a lot of character. Your thoughts today, Punjab? Do you think Punjab going all the way? Lucknow is doing well. You're a very happy man. Your thoughts today's match?
Look, about as far as Shashank is concerned, I have, as I have told you, no doubt he's a good batsman, but he cannot be a replacement of Rinku Singh. Rinku Singh average is 80 and strike rate is 170. So, and he has performed. He has already performed in the past. So, the problem with us is that moment if somebody comes and plays three or four good matches, I'm not saying he's not a good batsman. I have nothing against him, but three or four good matches, and on the basis of the IPL performance, he should be taken right into the team. That should not happen, and that has not happened in this team selection as well. That you have seen already. Rather, I would have preferred that the team should have been selected after three or four IPL matches, because the only the selection contention was the Rishabh Pant and the one or two bowling spots. Otherwise, all were already selected as per me. What the Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, they were all going. It was just a matter of time that the team was supposed to be announced. So it cannot be the case that just Shashank can come later on, but he cannot be a replacement for Rinku Singh because he has performed with the Asian Games, he has performed with Australia. You see the average. So in that case, we cannot decide on that just three or four IPL performance, and later on he can be part of the team, not the T20 World Cup. As far as CSK and the Punjab match, it's a home ground of CSK. You have to remember that the the pitch has already started playing the tricks. So except the SRH match after that, because CSK is now taking control, now trying to take the home advantage. So the toss will be a big factor, and how the biggest factor is now. Look, Ruturaj Gaikwad is already performing. All the Indian players will be the main factor in both the teams. So in that case, I feel the CSK are the favorites because CSK will go all the way, and Punjab I have my doubts because they are unpredictable. All dependent on again all dependent on Shashank, Ashutosh. Most of them, none of their international selections are performing.
All right, that's a good point, fair point. Chandresh, are you happy with the team? What happened? It feels like it's a ODI team playing T20 World Cup. I mean, your thoughts?
I think the India squad for the T20 World Cup, like Abhijit Das said, it was a foregone conclusion. I think, and if you go by the rules, the BCCI doesn't really need to make the team public as such today. They can make it on 24th of May or even on 15th or 20th of May, like Pakistan is going to do, or some other teams are going to do. So I think it was a foregone conclusion. I just feel that, once we knew that Rohit and Virat are going to be part of the team, uh, there was nothing much to debate about. And Rinku is probably missed out only because of the fact that Shivam Dube balls to the medium pace. Otherwise, you have so many batters who don't do anything else. And when you say that it's a one-day team, you're not wrong, because it seems to me like a early 90s one-day team from India, where the batters don't ball, bowlers don't bat. And you also have to consider that people like Chahal, Siraj, they are a minus on the field as well. They don't move that quickly. Their fielding is a big worry in my view. They're not athletes like, say, Jasprit Bumrah is. So I think all these factors considered, you're right in saying it's a one-day team of the early 90s, not of today. Today also you need to have players who are moving more swiftly. Maybe by the time the next T20 World Cup happens in India, you may have a top four where people are bowling also and adding. If you look at the Australian team, for example, the even David Warner balls. Everybody is doing more than one thing in a T20 team, and that I think is the essence of a T20 side. Otherwise, where will the flexibility come for a captain? And I think that's where India will miss out in this T20 World Cup. Having said that, if you look at the Chennai team, if you look at Lucknow, they are ideal T20 teams because you've got flexibility, you've got batting till 8 or 9, 7 or 8 bowling options, and they've got number of all rounders. So that's the thing that goes well for, say, a Chennai and Lucknow, sides like that, because they've got lot of options for the captain, and that's what India's T20 international side lacks.
Happy with the way, I mean, the way they have left Rinku out. I mean, why do you think Rinku is left out of the squad? Chandresh, I want to know your
Like I
thoughts
just
on
said,
that.
I think that there's just one thing. You've got Virat, Rohit, who used to bowl but stopped bowling. Yashasvi, who used to bowl till last year, has stopped bowling. Then you have Surya Kumar Yadav, who used to bowl for Mumbai long back in Ranji Trophy. He has stopped bowling. You can't have so many people in your top four playing and not doing anything else. It limits your captain's options. And you saw that in the ODI World Cup final as well. Rohit Sharma didn't have a Saurav, you didn't have a Sachin, you didn't have a Yuvraj, Raina, somebody who can do something different. The batters were just building up the partnership. If a bowler gets hit, there is no one else that the captain can go to. It limits the options for a captain. You did well in the league stage of the ODI World Cup, but things became very close in the semi-final, in spite of you scoring 340 plus. Even in the final, you had opportunity, but you didn't have anybody to come and create. Saurav or Sachin, people like that used to come and create magic with the ball. You don't have options like that anymore. And I hope that in the next cycle, I guess this era, we were blessed with great batters, but we were not blessed with batters who could do more than just batting. Maybe once this era ends and the next era starts with the likes of Abhishek Sharma and Tilak Verma, Rahul Tewatia, Washington Sundar, and so on and so forth, the list could be endless. We could have the next era being of players who can do more than one thing in a field.
Very good point, actually. But Abhijit, sir, you're sitting in Lucknow. I mean, what is everyone saying? Mr. Rajesh Shukla is the vice president. He's in charge, de facto boss of UP cricket. Rinku is from UP cricket. So there's a thought that गरीब के बच्चे कभी भी आगे नहीं बढ़ पाएंगे इंडिया में. ऐसा एक thought है. But I completely sort of detest that thought. I think it's not true. But your thoughts, why Rinku was left out?
Look, I was expecting him to the team, but I don't know. I was expecting that there will be three spinners and at least Rinku will be in. But
Yes.
they put in Chahal or maybe Akshar Patel instead
Akshar
of
Patel.
Rinku.
Yeah.
Maybe Akshar
Similar,
Patel because of
Jadeja.
Rinku.
Similar like Jadeja. Yeah.
Jadeja. Because no. Let me tell you one more thing. As Mr. Narayanan rightly said, we have to decide. If you ask me that out of the 15, as per today, because in T20 I don't from my personal point of view I don't see form as a factor. Any day the form can come back. But as per today, 9 of the players are off form. But the selectors, right? That's the role of the selectors. They select, yes, that player who is already a seasoned player is middling the bat on perfectly or not. The bowler who is bowling a lot because everybody is being hit. So that doesn't mean that in particular day even Bumrah has been hit, although his average is around 6.7 is the lowest, and he cannot be hit any part of the world as people say. But we don't have bowlers as who can partner Bumrah in the attack. But within our limitations, in spite of running IPL for I think what is the 14th, 15th year. So we are as Mr. Narendra was saying, we don't have any good all-rounders. We don't have a replacement for Yuvraj. We don't have a replacement for like he mentioned about Saurabh Ganguly. Saurabh Ganguly used to bowl, but Shivam Dube didn't bowl at all in this IPL. If that would have been a factor, actually, at least BCCI should have briefed or debriefed or requested CSK that use him as a bowler. We want to see him. Even the selectors could have gone and said to Dhoni or Ruturaj because we want to see him and how he bowls because he is also a very good prospective bowler. But who can be nurtured for the future? He could have been nurtured for the T20 World Cup as well. Because as per now, he has been selected on the basis of his batting, but he was basically an all-rounder who was being considered as a alternative to Hardik Pandya. Like yesterday, Hardik Pandya bowled well. He has
Yeah.
batted also well. It's a good sign for us. He's batting also well, and yesterday he bowled also well. So he really bowled well in that particular wicket. So, but how long? You need an alternative because you need support base. In the spinners part, you are supposed to select Akshar Patel because he's batting well. The consideration is always that factor that we want to strengthen the batting and we want to bat deep down the order. But the more,
All
more
right.
important factor is the bowling. Besides the fielding, like fielding, if you ask me, it has been pathetic in this IPL. Lots every match you are seeing dropping of catches. So that's a
All
different
right.
factor.
We will
Maybe
we'll, we'll, we'll
yeah.
discuss that and fielding of the matches, catches win matches. Chandresh, those two back-to-back losses to LSG, do you think that has given that sort of that daring factor which you need to play against a top team like CSK? The fact that they lost those two back-to-back matches, you think other teams have become real could be little daring when they take on CSK?
Absolutely, and I think that you make a valid point. I think compared to last year, Chennai appears a bit confused this year, and that comes from the fact that they've lost Devon Conway. He's not around. Ajinkya Rahane, if you see, last year he came with very good form in Ranji Trophy cricket into IPL. So he had that confidence in him to come and bat aggressively, and that's why he surprised all of us with his approach last year. This year, he's not scored runs in Ranji Trophy, except in the final maybe, and then he's come into this tournament with lack of confidence. Rachin Ravindra, he could do nothing wrong in October, November last year in India. This time, he was not able to get runs. So the whole
Yeah.
balance has gone, and everything seemed to be revolving around one man, Shivam Dube. And I sometimes feel that when Ravindra Jadeja has come out to bat, he looks a bit lost. He's not able to score runs freely. I think all these factors put together, if you see, it becomes an issue for a team because your whole strategy of last year was based around Devon Conway, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Ajinkya Rahane, and Shivam Dube. This time it is all down to only Shivam Dube. Ruturaj has started scoring runs now, so things have changed a bit for Chennai now. So I think the performances of Chennai will give confidence to Punjab, and I think uh, winning is a habit, losing is an even bigger habit, and Punjab has to shake off that losing habit because they've come close to winning this year, and they've not been able to cross the line a few times when they should have.
Well, we'll wait and watch how they
The
actually.
biggest, the Indranil, the biggest factor is that there the role of the captain comes. The leader.
He's injured.
Punjab
He's
doesn't have
sitting on the
the
bench.
Punjab doesn't have a good leader. In spite of they perform so well in the auction table as we all speak about it. They have all the options. They have Rabada, they have Arshdeep Singh, they have, of course, spinning attack, but still, the Harpreet is quite well. Harpreet was also performing well in the spinning department. Of course, the other spinner didn't perform well. All the batting order, but Livingston is also an all-rounder. They were a good team, but if you cannot organize the team, you cannot they cannot play in cohesion. Then you will not. You're bound to not to perform. And as far as CSK is concerned, look, in spite, you have to realize that besides Shivam Dubey, they have limitation in their bowling attack. Even Mr. Lord Thakur is not performing. Mustafizur is not performing. But within that limitation, they are trying to, because of the leader, because of the guidance of the Dhoni, and I know I'm not giving full credit to Ruturaj. Ruturaj is back to form. But they have limitations. If you compare the bowling attack, let me be very frank. You compare the bowling attack of Punjab and CSK. Punjab's bowling attack is far superior. They,
All right.
only if yeah, but the way they are using it and the planned way. So basic factor is yes, CSK wicket will not be. It will be a 180 200 wicket. Whomsoever scores well and the toss will decide the match.
All right. Chandresh, you know, talking about Chennai, I mean, they have such massive following because of Dhoni. So when Dhoni is not playing eventually for their team, so I mean, I'm sure the fan base won't get affected because people come, people go, but cricket stays forever. But how do you see that the fortune of CSK, that the Thala factor not being there on the field, he'll be there off the field for sure. How will that work? Because people don't come to watch Rituraj, I'm sure about it. They come to watch Dhoni, and that chorus. What happens when he's coming out to bat? My God, that is something can confuse anyone with a weak heart. Will certainly get a lot of palpitation when he comes out. My entire stadium is on its feet and shouting at top of their voice. Your thoughts?
I think, like you said, somewhere, sometime it has to end, and new heroes emerge. Like when Sachin was playing, Wankhede used to chant Sachin, Sachin, and everybody expected that everything will stop once he stops playing. But it's been 10, 11 years since Sachin stopped playing for India, for Mumbai Indians. But nothing has changed as far as cricket is concerned. We have found new heroes, new people to look up to, and I think something similar will happen with Chennai. Someone new will emerge in Chennai. Who knows? It could be anybody. So I don't think we can just write this off right now. We just have to wait and watch what happens, and I'm sure that newer heroes will emerge. That's the name of the game. This is life.
All right, this is live and such is life. But Abhijit sir, when we talk about the team selection, I was expecting because the both are regular openers in other formats like Gill and Yashasvi Jaiswal. They are not in great form. I mean, the fact that Gill is made to sit out, he's on that standby list, and then Mr. Yashasvi is there. I was expecting KL Rahul to be there. The way he's batting, the way he's leading. Yesterday also, he's such a confident man, such a sober man. And well, if you can make Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma play T20 World Cup, why not KL Rahul? That's my logic. Tell me something. What is happening inside the LSG camp? What are they talking about yesterday after that snub from the World Cup team? How is Rahul feeling? Do you have any idea? We were in the stadium. What was the sort of vibes you got hold of?
Then there is, of course, little bit of unhappiness of Rahul not getting selected in the LSD camp as well as among the crowd. But I will raise the one question that where will Rahul bat in the T20 format? Look, in the 50-over format, you will realize, okay, he batted in the middle order. 50-over format, there is a 50 over. When he comes to bat, maybe there are 20 overs left, 15 overs left. Here you have to come and start hitting. So if you are, then you need batsmen, you will come and start hitting. So in that context, the top of the order they have Jaiswal, Rohit. Rohit is also playing in that format only. He played in the T20 mode in the 50-over format last time also in the World Cup. And Virat is also, you are seeing how he is playing. But what in the middle order, there is Samson is there, And because Samson is in form, if you ask me the strike, then you will ask, okay, how come Samson is there? He is also a top 100 player. But if you compare Samson's form with Rahul, the Samson is far better. We have already have
No, no, they are three,
if
four,
Samson
something like that. They're in top four.
the top four.
We have
So
Virat, we
look,
have Ruturaj, we
so
have Samson, we have
then
Rahul, or the other way
No,
around.
no.
Yeah.
So in that way, actually, Samson was preferred over Rahul because Samson is also a wicket keeper. Very fair. If there would have been a comparison while selecting, but I feel would have been between Samson and Rahul. So they preferred Rahul. They preferred Samson. That was the question. If Rahul could have been preferred, I told you last time, whatever that gossip or discussion was going on, that Langer was unhappy when they lost the last match again because there was even Rahul accepted in the interview that I played slow in the middle, and they said, "Yo, don't." They were discussing that they discussed, oh, don't play for yourself, play for the team, and all that. So, but
Yeah.
and that was the consideration which was, I think, taken by Ajit Agarkar's team between. It was clearly between selection between Samson and Rahul, and Samson was preferred, and that is the factor, I feel.
All right. We saw that what happened, but thing called cruise control, which we often see, Chandresh in cricket. I mean, in when you're driving a car, they have this feature, cruise control. But we don't have such term called lose control. But Mumbai Indians are losing in such I mean, so regularly, series of losses. Where do you see this team going? Do you think Rohit Sharma will stay on? I don't see him staying on with Mumbai Indians. If he was not made the captain, why did he stay back over there? Can you just enlighten us what exactly is happening within that Mumbai Indians camp and what exactly is how are things going to move forward?
I think you are right that there is there's an issue. They have been losing, and it's a problem for Mumbai Indians that they are losing. They've not got the combination right. But I think if you know Mumbai Indians, they are in for the long haul. They are not in for the short term in this format. And I think they will stick to Hardik as the captain, and I don't expect Rohit Sharma to go anywhere. I really don't expect Rohit Sharma to go anywhere. I think that they will stick to Rohit Sharma, and Rohit Sharma will stick with the Mumbai Indians. It's a blip on the radar for them, and it will happen like this because I think the mega auction didn't go well for them. That's the result that they've had such poor returns in this particular cycle of
Hmm.
tournaments. They probably have got back all the core that they had before the previous mega auction. Now they just need a spinner to make up for the to support Bumrah. Also, I think that their grand plan of having Bumrah and Archer bowling together didn't work out. So they've had a lot of losses, injury, form. Last year, Bumrah was not playing, Archer was not playing. So they've had a lot of issues in this particular cycle, if you look at it holistically. So I think things will get better for them because they'll come back stronger from the at the next mega auction if we do have a mega auction, and they'll come a better team. And I don't expect Rohit or Hardik or Surya or Bumrah to go anywhere.
All right, you're saying everyone. Okay, these four will stay back. Let's see. I mean, they are of course very powerful franchise. I mean, it's a from the time
Indra,
IPL happened, there was so much of enjoyment which was there. Players used to come so relaxed, play the game. There was so much of. I mean, they of course went through so much of pressure while playing, but there was no pressure off the field. They could relax. But since IPL came, there is so much of pressure. You're facing the owners, you're not performing, they'll say something which you may not like, they'll say something in public, and it happens in closed doors so often. You also know, I also know, Chandresh also knows. Uh, I mean, do you think that fun element is being taken out because IPL is so competitive? I mean, perform or perish. I mean, Indian team, I remember when it happened, it started off, players actually started feeling the heat because owners who don't know cricket, they will barge into the dressing room and say, hey, what the hell are you doing? Why can't you bat like this? So, someone who never played the game, they have become bosses. So, do you think cricket is diluted? Cricket is not the way it should be? How do you see? In England, doesn't happen like that. Why does it happen in India? If you don't know something, just stay back. Allow the professionals to run the show. Why doesn't it happen in India?
look, first of all, before coming to the topic, let me share with you one information. because that will be can be an interesting information for you. Because as Chandresh was speaking about the grand auction, that as there was a discussion of 8 retentions, now that it has come down to 4 retentions
Oh wow,
because there are object. Okay, so
wonderful.
there will be four retentions because
And how
most
many?
probably it will be.
Maximum three Indians.
And that will they will finalize because they are actually the other teams are discussing if there will be 8 retentions. How what is the relevance of a grand auction then? Because most of the
Yeah,
important players will
true,
be retained.
true,
So that is
true.
that the point. So they are now coming to the 4 retentions. So after 4 retentions, whether Bumrah is retained or Rohit is retained or Hardik is retained, that is the main factor. That's why, because as Chandresh ji was saying about it, that who will go and who will stay. So if there are 4 retentions, that will be a tricky thing for Mumbai to decide. So because that cannot be more than 4, because then the other teams are saying what is the relevance. If 8 retentions happens in all the teams, then there cannot be a grand auction. It cannot be called a grand auction. It will come into a turn out to be a mini auction. Now
All right.
coming to the point of this player thing, I think like 1 or 2 days back only the top fitness trainer, physiotherapist, all of the team, I was sitting with them. They were praising the players. Look at the amount of stress they in through the IPL that they travel, the way to maintain their fitness and come back to play is really creditable. So in that stress, besides stress, the fitness, because when I met last time when I went to meet the Rashid Khan, he was working. He's still come back from his back operation. He was going through that his schedule, and
Mm.
then he came back and met me. So that fitness thing everybody is going through. It's quite a strenuous thing. This IPL. It's not easy. So it's not only the stress of the other factor of performance, the stress of keeping yourself fit is a big factor. You saw yesterday, although
That we have seen. Abhijit sir, we have seen.
no,
Everyone gets fit during IPL,
no.
barring a
I'm
few.
telling, no. It's you are saying that if because the stress is also to remain fit. It's not that stress of performance. If you will remain fit, then only you will perform. Maybe because even who knows that even if you are not 25% or 20% unfit, in spite of the fact you are playing. If you are not playing for India, but if you are not in the selection line for the election Indian team, then you're playing. Okay, let's play the IPL. I will keep myself fit after the IPL. I will work on my fitness after the IPL. So maybe
All
even
right.
not fully fit players are playing in the 11 because they are forced to play because they are the star players. They are the winning factor for the team. So that is also a factor. But
All right. All right. No, 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 no. I
one
know
more thing.
where you're coming.
Let me come to the point. Final point. I don't agree. I don't agree that if just because professionals, I'm not saying the owners are not interfering. I'm saying I don't agree that only the professionals can run the show because you are seeing what is happening in Indian Olympic Association. The biggest professional PT Usha is there, and it is all in dire straits. So all the professionals come and they fight with each other. The biggest fight is going on in Indian Olympics, and all the
Wait.
athletes are there. So
No, no.
in this case, there has to
I'm not
be
talking
right.
about.
Look in Bombay. Let me complete. In Punjab's case, they have every year they change the coaches, and the whole their battery of coaches come along, and the best team is selected, and they don't perform. So what will it is or not goes down to the owners only. For example, in the case of Mumbai, you who was sitting on the auction table? Zahir Khan was sitting on the auction table. Maila Jayawardene was sitting on the auction table. Was it decided only by Madam Ambani and Akash Ambani? What were they to doing? The biggest factor is other factor is did they consult the captain or not? That is a factor. That is the issue which was raised that it is not the captain's team. Maybe it was not the captain. It was not. They were not selected. They were not. The players were not bidden as per the choice of the captain or not. So that is. It is not all decided. But it cannot accuse
No, but
all the owners for that.
I mean, the culture. I remember for the viewers, in 2020, 2021, 2021, we went to Australia and Rohit couldn't play the initial matches because he was only 70% fit. I remember one of the support staff telling me that if you are playing for India, you have to be 100% fit. But and you can play IPL with 70% fitness. And they, I mean, good money. Why not, man? Chill over there. Get the money, perform there, and you need 5 balls to come to form. What is the big deal in that? But pressure is there. That's you can't sort of cover it up. Chandresh, I want to know from you. You're still a reporter. You gave 4 names, and Abhijit sir seconded by saying there'll be 4 retentions. So it'll be 3 Indians, 1 foreigners, right? That's how it happens.
Yeah, but three Indians and one foreigner, and then if there is right to match card, no one is going anywhere.
All right. Yeah, I mean,
So I think that that's the core for Mumbai Indians, and I don't see, like I said, I don't see anyone going anywhere. They will somehow find a way to stick to these people.
all right. They're not going anywhere, but there are teams which are looking forward to this auction. Uh, I mean, probably Delhi, Punjab, RCB. RCB, they change it every year. But Abhijit sir, before we round up the show, so tonight, who is going to be the superstar? Who is going to be the X Factor? Chennai, will it be Shashank? I love Shashank. My God, what a player. Ashutosh will take over. I mean, Ashutosh will take over. My prediction is that Ashutosh will take over Surya Kumar Yadav very soon. Look at these numbers. He's been phenomenal in this. The impact he created. It's not, match winners don't have great averages, but the impact they create and coming down the order, these guys are absolutely. We see them, and I said, oh yes, we have a hope that we are going to do well eventually. If not today, tomorrow is ours. Abhijit sir.
Look, what is T20 cricket? It is playing fearless cricket. And in fearless
Yes.
cricket, you can play only then when you have batters down the order. They came to bat when
When
they
you have
have no
job
option but to
security,
go
when you have
job
job
security. Hey,
security,
no, no, no.
when
I
you
am
have
talking
job
about the Indian
security.
job security is a factor, but I am talking about when you compared him with Surya Kumar Yadav and other players, other national team players. Now they are playing not under pressure. They are freely playing fearless cricket. So we have to see how they perform under pressure. Okay. So now, like Shashank performed, the way he performed in that KKR match, although the bowling was in shreds, the KKR bowling,
Hmm.
if the way Chakravarti was bowling, and you see how Chakravarti bowled in Delhi against Delhi, and KKR won. So today I would love to see Shashank and Ashutosh perform. They are the X factor, the fearless factor, and Chennai bowling is not that good. If the runs are within range and the pitch performs if it is a typical Chennai wicket, then they have to be little smart. Shashank and Ashutosh, it's not will be easy for Shashank if it performs if the pitch performs like the way it performed the last match, then it will not be that easy. But then it will be 180 200 wicket. If it is a previous wicket which was the SRH match, then as Shashank and Ashutosh can be dangerous.
All right, we'll see that. But I'm very excited to see Arshdeep would bowl because he performed in at the domestic cricket, and as Chandresh you rightly pointed out, domestic cricket plays a huge role. He played that final of the Vijay Hazare, if I'm not mistaken. He took 4 wickets. He's taken 4 wickets in this competition also in the IPL, ongoing IPL. Want to see him. That fact that he's empowered, he's part of the team. Selectors didn't go for anything else. They went for tried and tested. Uh, so how do you see that will impact uh, Arshdeep Singh bowling the right line because he often strays down the leg side so often. I don't know what he tries to do. He tries to take the ball with that leg stump line and take it away, outside the off stump, move it inside, with that outswing happening for the right hander. He tries that, but I think the one which comes in is also dangerous. You have seen left-handers can do that. It makes a lot of difference. You keep playing with a change of pace and change of line, but never stray anything on the leg stump. Your thoughts on Arshdeep before we wrap up the show?
No, I just want to say that Arshdeep has been one name who's been consistent in India's T20 side for the last 2 years. Even when
Yes.
they were playing T20 cricket in 2022 last year. In fact, Abhijit Da rightly reminded us about Asian Games last year, and I was just looking at some numbers, and he did quite well last year as well. So I think there was never any doubt about Arshdeep being selected in the T20 World Cup squad because he's one name, come hail, come storm. He's been there in every T20 match. The big wickets have been missing, whether it is Hardik the captain or Pant the captain or Rohit the captain or whoever it is. Arshdeep has been one name who has always been there in India's T20 side, and it's a tribute to the selectors, whether it is this panel or the previous panel, that they have stuck to Arshdeep, and I'm pretty certain that he'll get better and better because he's been given the confidence. I think, Indranil, you are a cricketer yourself, so you know that if a cricketer gets confidence, you can see the performance getting better and better. And you're seeing that with Shivam Dube, for example, the confidence that he's getting from playing consistently for Chennai or for Mumbai or whatever it is showing in his performances. So I think you'll see that with Arshdeep as well going forward, and I hope he extends that into the ODI format as well.
All right, we'll wait and watch what happens tonight.
One interesting thing I think, Indranil, I was expecting you to ask, and yesterday it was a topic of discussion also, that ultimately it's just a reversal of role in the Indian team. Hardik is the captain and Rohit playing under name in Mumbai and how Mumbai is performing. And now Rohit is the captain and Hardik is the vice captain. So
And
now
they're
it all
losing,
boils,
whatever. And
no,
they're
so
losing.
all it boils down
Don't.
to a perfect team. So how the
So
team
All
performs.
right. We'll see how
I
they play
just
on against Pakistan on 9th June. You are here, I'm
I
also here.
no, I just want to see Rohit doing what Hardik did and asking him to go to the boundary line.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That he will.
Exactly.
That he will. But
But
let's see the
having
top
said that,
11.
Basu, having said that, I just saw the Asian Games squad once again. That looked a lot more balanced than this squad.
Yes.
All right, it's an ODI side. Obviously, there has to be
No,
balanced ODI cricket.
90s ODI side, early 90s.
Like this ODI side. So we'll see the top picks today. Punjab versus Chennai in Chinnaswamy Stadium. I'm really liking the way they're still backing Mr. Ajinkya Ran, even though he's not in our list today. We have Gaikwad, we have Johnny Bairstow getting at that superb 100. Sam Curran leading Punjab, Shivam Dube, as always, doing well. Shashank Singh, my favorite, Ashutosh Sharma, the next star in Indian cricket in T20, MS Dhoni, the evergreen MS Dhoni. Evergreen, I think that word was associated with the great actor, late Devanand. We have Ravindra Jadeja, Pathirana, Arshdeep, and Rabada. That's our top 11 picks for Chennai versus Punjab. Guys who are in favor of playing fantasy cricket, and this is what it is. How it looks. Thanks, Abhijit sir. Chandresh, as always, pleasure having you on the show and discussing
Thank you, sir.
cricket at length. Can't get better in cricket calling when people as intelligent as Abhijit sir and Chandresh are there, giving breaking news also as if it's like a piece of cake. Okay, take it. Was really good fun chatting, and take care and enjoy whatever is left of IPL because you have to gear up for the World Cup. See you around. Bye. Take care.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jitesh.